Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Math with Mr. W. Today's discussion is this guy, the protractor. Yep, the protractor. Yeah, everybody might have one, and a lot of people don't know how to use them. It's a measuring device. It measures angles, and it measures angles in two different directions. So what we have to be able to understand is if I have an angle like this, and I don't know what the measure of this angle is, and I'll call this point out here K. This point right here, which is the vertex of my angle, I'll call it G. And I'll call this point over here and call it B. And that is, I'd like to call it a KGB. That's all right. I can call it the CIA. But it's, anyway. So KGB is my angle. So what I want to know is the size of this angle. Now I put my protractor, so the center of my protractor is right here, and the 0 point of my angle is right here, and I read upwards to the inside. I'm looking at the inside of the arc. You notice there are two kinds of rows of numbers. The inside row goes from right to left. The outside goes from left to right. But they both go from 0 to 180 degrees, which is the straight angle called a line. So if I go up here and I look up here, 40, 1, 2, 3, it's just short of 43, but I'll call it 43 degrees. So I can measure that angle using one from this side. And what happens if I have one that's an angle that's going this way? And let's make this an older angle. We'll call this one AGE. So I don't know what's the age of this angle, but we're going to find out its measure. So I put that point there again, and I look for the 0 on this side, but now I'm measuring the outside going this way. Okay, so it's 0, and it stops here at 45, 46, 47. This is 47 degrees. And the one right up on top is 90. So right there is 90. So if I wanted to know what this one is, I just have to subtract 90 minus 47, and I get 43. Oh, how about that? And over here, this just worked out. I didn't plan this. And if I wanted to find out what this one is, I just subtract the 43 from 90, I get 47. Now, I didn't plan this, it just happened that way. But you will notice the sum of these two angles is also 90. So these two here happen to be 90 degrees also. But the important thing is that your students need to know how to read a compass. They need to know how to use it in 7th grade and in 8th grade. And when they're in geometry, they're going to use it again. This is the semicircle, 180 degrees. And it's easy to use, and they should all have one. So make sure your students, just like they have a straight edge, a ruler, have a compass. So when you start working on things that are geometric and you're working on circles, they're prepared, because I know you'll be working on angles and they're measured. So it's important they're able to draw 45-degree angles if you want to, a 30-degree angle if you need one. Make sure that they know how to do that. Have a great year, and I'll see you next time on Math with Mr. W.